Isolation Nation. Sorry to bother you, but we're doing a show. It's great to be here with you. This is the Social Distancing Social Club. I am Ben Glebe, but my God, it's not just me. If it was me for 90 minutes, no fun. But what you're about to encounter and experience, if you're new to this show, is a panoply, and I don't know what that means, of other hosts, comedians, and an Isolation Nation video front row that just takes things to the very next level. Are you ready to do it? Are you ready to get things underway? Well, I hope so. Let's start adding to this party. Please welcome one of my co-hosts, one of the great esteemed people that will make this, the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. Please welcome Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. I have internet, but I also have lighting that makes me look like a ghost. Ooh.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, very excited to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the show, you can do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. Of course, you can PayPal at sdscshow.com or kick in some YouTube super chats or Facebook stars. Those are still a thing. They're worth a penny, but send a bunch of them, and it'll be like a lot of pennies. Super hearts on Twitter. There's no point. But the rest of it, please do that. Support the show. And with that, please welcome yet another. Do you say panoply before? Another part of the pineapple. Please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Oh, wow. Hey, what's up, everybody? I've never been to Panopolis, but I'm excited we're here. So let's do it. I don't know what any of these words mean, but I'm excited to be here. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to party a little bit. Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
Queen.
I'm good, guys. How are you? I'm excited. Today is episode 99.
99.
Hell yeah. And it is our last. So exciting.
Well, it's not our last, but
I'm sorry.
It's not our last, but we did only script 99 shows. So tomorrow will be an exact replica of the first show. We just start over. We'll do that 99 again. So if you like the first 99, it's going to be a rewatch. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have the scripts again. We're just going to go through them. We might write new scripts for tomorrow, but I don't see that happening.
I like how you keep saying tomorrow when it is Friday.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true. I forgot what days are, what time is, and yeah, that joke would have been better if I'd have said Friday. But also, Friday, we're going to start over.
Also, Bowers was really thrown that I suggested he might know what a pineapple was, and so that really made things difficult.
A complete or impressive collection of things. Panoply.
No, I was saying pineapple. Like he's
What's
afraid
funny is I equally didn't understand the definition for panoply or pineapple. Equally didn't know what either one of those words meant. So I've learned two words today. That's good. So
pineapple's supposed to be a code word apparently for swingers. So now do you know what it is, Bowers?
I don't swing. Usually the chains break and I fall down in the dirt and I get real sad. So I don't usually get on the swings since elementary school. But
also,
whatever.
It's got to be difficult if you take the word and how Ben meant it. It's also got to be difficult not only find another couple to swing with, but one that is okay with a T-square. Like that's a very specific request.
Now you got that and an acute angle. It depends how acute the person is, but you get it.
In a three-way, we make an H, but that's neither here nor there.
Did you see Rachel's reaction? That was. Let me do. Wait, ready on three. Great. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no one wants to be the second leg of the H, that's for sure. We had a fun overnight game. But before we get to the overnight game, I want to show something. I think you guys probably saw this, but this was so amazing. Leedy, who does great fan art for my heroes on Instagram, had this from yesterday's show, which is Jen Kober explaining how to open a bottle. And so it's Jen Kober, and then step 1, get a bottle. Step 2, your car explodes. I thought that was really, really good.
That is awesome.
That was awesome. And then the overnight game was add what I mean, if you know what I mean, to a sentence. So there was a couple fun ones. I only pulled out the ones I thought sounded sexual because I thought they were funnier. Deanie McQueen had zip up your tracksuit, if you know what I mean. Jeremy Day said, well, may the force be with you, if you know what I mean. Lola said there's someone drilling next door, if you know what I mean. And I really liked August Walsh had Gus had I'm going to play hide and seek with Bowers, if you know what I mean. So I did take all those sexually, and I thought those were funny.
I also there was another sexual one. It's weird if you take it sexually, but it was fun. That Jessica said in a very soft voice, "Click the top right for Venmo, if you know what I mean."
Like that's the new thing prostitutes do. You have to Venmo them in the moment. You have to click their.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Ben, did you say that you liked, or you've been zooming all day, so you're out.
You covered my favorites, aka I did not check today.
Yeah.
Nice. What is today's game, Steve? What's today's game?
Today's game is change Bowers' name, or as he says, rhyme and replace. So the basic idea is you take a part of his name, his full name being Chris Bowers, not just Bowers. Just so you know, his first name is actually Chris, as far as we know. And you replace it in any sort of fun way. So for instance, when we don't enjoy one of his stories, he's pissed Bowers. So that's
Nice.
the way to enter the game on any of our feeds, you can comment, and your entry might be read on the air. But if you want a much better chance of your entry being read on the air, i.e., if it's any good, what you do is you throw it in with $5 on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat, and you will also be eligible to win the prize, which is albums from all of our hosts, as well as tickets to the front row of this show and to Nowhere Comedy Club in the future.
And just to confirm, I do read any paid entries. So if you want to pay, I will read any of those entries, unless I don't see it, and then I won't read it. And then,
or if it's like racist,
if it's racist or
something,
like
then I won't read it. But
threatens to
other than
murder
that,
one
I'll
of
read
us,
it.
Yeah,
Right.
What Rachel just said is what I said in different words. So if you want to enter the contest, you can do so with $5.
I mean, Rachel said it clearly, and you made it very confusing. You've been saying it for 99 episodes, and for some reason, you got it really muddy today. So I thank Rachel for her clarification.
First of all, I only took it over a couple episodes ago. But that said, please enter the game. We love you all.
Also, whoever is eating a whole collection of crisp Bowers, please stop that. And it can be the last name too. You can change any part of the name.
Any part
Absolutely.
of the name.
Rhyme and replace.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Ben, you want to introduce the audience?
I would love that. Please welcome the lifeblood of our show, the video front row. Turn on your cameras and join us. We have Tam Brown. We have Frank the Chin Notaro. We have got Courtney Smith. Hello. We have got Jessica Keibel joining us, but she just disappeared. But she's there. I wonder why her internet's weird. Thank you all for being with us. Very excited to have you. And we also have Shan. Hello.
I like your hair, Shannon.
Yeah, it's short and blonde. She's killing it.
Yeah, new hair.
And guys, if you're in the audience, please feel free and unmute so that the laughter happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as we love to have
new
ourselves...
hair, new hair, who dis? I like
unless you're still eating crisp Bowers.
Yeah, if you're eating me.
We like you unmuted so that when we tell stories, it seems like we're funny.
Yeah.
Exactly. We also have two amazing comics, as always. We have Mia Jackson is here again. Say hello, Mia. How are you?
Mia.
Hey.
Woo. There she is. What's up?
Hey, everybody. Hey.
Mia coming to us from the throne room.
From my fancy, and I got on my Zoom wig again, so I'm good. Yeah.
What part of your house is that wall?
This is just a second bedroom with a backdrop. That's it.
It's
So
okay.
the
It's a
whole-
backdrop because
Just a backdrop.
I was just trying to figure out like which, like, is that the nursery for future royalty? Like, I was.
I am going to marry a prince. Yes.
It looks like one of those walls. Like if I was going to try to do camouflage in one of my jackets, I would make the wall like that so I could stand against it. You couldn't fucking see me. I think that'd be perfect.
So yeah, I think
like
it's great. Yeah, I like
it.
this.
We also have Jeff Horste is here. Jeff Horste, first time on the show. We're excited he's here. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Just pretending the new normal is normal at all. This is really weird, but living, doing it up.
That camera, by the way, positioned perfectly. Don't change a thing.
All right.
It's the middle ground. He's going to sit, and then when he stands up, he doesn't have to change the camera. He doesn't have to do a bend where there's a 9-minute check to change to fucking go from one camera angle to another. And the sound doesn't work.
What I really enjoy about this, and Jeff, I'm going to give you a little shit on this. The camera is just far enough that we can see like the edges of that being a curtain.
Yeah.
But then it's also just low enough that you're only taking up half the screen. It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
When he
I
stands up,
couldn't
it'll be
figure it out. When I stand, it's perfect, but then when I zoom in too much, then it looks like I'm in the shower, and this is just a closet. There's no. And then after 15 minutes, I was like, you know what? I'm dumb for putting more energy into this. I look dumb in all ways. I'm never gonna look as cool as Mia's. She looks famous. That looks like a Rihanna backdrop, and I look like I'm in the shower. So
between Mia's backdrop and Jeff's backdrop, we have golden showers. So it's perfect.
And Trump just turned off the show. God damn it. Usually we take 40 minutes till Trump turns us off, but fucking right in the first opening. I like that. That's a good job. Rachel, we got anything coming in right now?
We've got a lot of game entries coming in. So if you don't follow the show on Facebook, please give us a follow because we announced the game early. And we have a ton coming in already, so that's great.
So we have a Facebook group now for the show. It's facebook.com/groups/SDSC show. So join that if you want a heads up on what the game entries are. And also we post a whole bunch of like memes and stuff about the show there. So come in and enjoy with us.
And we even give you a heads up there of what the game is and not at all what the game entries are. Just so you know, Steve is having a stroke. He's on a road trip. And no words anymore.
So last night we got Shakey's Pizza, and so Chrissy and I have this battle. She likes to order stuff online. I like to call people on the phone or go through the drive-thru. I know I'm old and I get that, right? But I feel like they always fuck it up when you do it online or it's not ready or whatever. So I called them and I ordered we called Shakey's Pizza, and I just got a pizza, and then I wanted to order cheesy bread, and I said they had a half order online or a full order. So I said I'd have a full order of breadsticks or cheesy bread, and they sent me 4 orders. So I have so much garlic bread at my house right now that I'm gonna have to eat this for the rest of my life. We already ate 2 full orders. This is what's left. I mean, fuck.
What I do like about that, Bowers, is that you're like, you know how we make sure they don't fuck it up? We tell it to them over the phone instead of putting it in print. That way.
No, I get that. I'm just saying I tend to think they don't give a shit about online orders. I could be wrong on that. Maybe the guy with the phone has more I know I'm wrong. Again, I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm wrong. She's right. I'm just saying it gets fucked up either way, and we got 4 orders of breadsticks to eat now. So
no, it's way better to go through the drive-thru when you could be like, I have 4 orders of breadstick and a pie. And that's how it sounds.
Well, I wish there was pizza drive-thrus, but I get what you're saying.
Why is there no pizza drive-thrus?
There's got to be pizza drive-thrus.
In Indiana, Donato's has a drive-thru, but most pizza places don't have a drive-thru. I've been petitioning for years. I don't know. I send them letters every month, and they don't fucking respond to me. That I send Hormel. I send Hormel an email every 3 months asking them to bring back Frankenstuffed chili hot dogs, but they won't do it. Anyway, it's a sad life I live.
Well, I think if you send them the same email over and over again, I think they'll start to get the point after a while.
I keep sending them. I've been sending them for 15 years. Nothing.
Send an email.
If we could, yeah. If you send Hormel or tag them on Twitter @Hormel Foods, I just want them to bring back Frankenstuffed chili hot dogs. They were my favorite food of all time. They got rid of them when I was in 8th grade, and I've been sad for fucking however long that's been. So,
and I recommend that you don't actually do that, everybody, because if you do that and they bring it back, Bowers might die. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want him eating that much.
I couldn't eat worse than I eat now, Steve. You don't think? I would just eat them specifically. I would just eat them. I mean, I would still only eat them 4 times a week, like I do regular hot dogs. I would just, eat
also,
a lot of
how whoever invented Hormel Foods, how big of a whore do you think his friend Mel was?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. He just wanted to fuck with his buddy. I like that.
Yeah, I
have a funny comment from Matthew Plummer come in. He tipped the show $5 and he said, "Sorry about your stroke, Steve. Best wishes for a speedy recovery."
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, if you guys want to, I appreciate you guys got me a new Airbnb yesterday, and now you guys are getting me medical care. So you guys are really living.
Yeah, it's a second stroke joke in a row. Second stroke day in a row. I guess it's been the quarantine, so every day's been a stroke day for Steve. But we're talking about brain strokes now, so that's a whole different thing.
No, sometimes I actually spend my entire day emailing Hormel chili. So.
Oh, you don't jerk off while you email Hormel chili?
What?
You now thoroughly confused Rachel even more than normal. You say such dumb things in this show, Rachel usually just takes it as when she out loud goes, "What?" You know.
just saying, it's the idea of getting pregnant stuff hot dogs is very exciting to me. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm weird. My bad. Let's get to a comedy set. I think it's time to get to a comedy set. Let's just do that.
Yes,
every
please.
so often. Let's do it. All right, it's coming up next, or first, I guess first, not next. First is, she's been on the show before. We love her before. We're gonna love her again. She's done a bunch of the corporate stuff with us. She's great. You've seen her on Nick Mom's Night Out on Nickelodeon. Sorry, I fucked that up, but I won't fuck this part up. Bring it up. Me and Jackson, everybody, here we go.
Hey. Oh, listen, I've never been the type where like I've never been a sexy conversation person. Like even like none of my relationships have never been really sexy, but the conversations I have had with my boyfriend as of late are really, really awful. Like last night, this dude legit woke me up and was like, "Hey, do you ever just be sitting back and thinking about how body heat gets trapped under a blanket? Like, do you ever think about that and how when you go outside, your body temperature?" And I was like, "No, the fuck, I don't. I don't think about that. I don't think about that at all." And then he was like, "Why?" And I said, "Because I don't just sit around thinking about science. Like, I just don't. Like, that's not the thing I'm interested in." And he was like, "Why you got to say it like an insult?" And I'm like, "I'm not insulting you. This is just a ridiculous conversation. But also, you accuse me of not listening to you. And this is why." Because that's not a fun thing to talk about. Like there was a time in our life where he used to send me, he would send me pictures of his penis, and now it's just pictures of corgis, which I enjoy, but still, things have just devolved, and I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's happening here, and I'm very, very upset. But since I've had so much time to think, I'm thinking about this relationship. I think about old relationships, and this has been one of my favorite things that I remember during the quarantine about how I dated a man once who I was shacking up with, and I found out he had been secretly wearing my shoes when I wasn't at home. Now, I just it's not like my heels or anything like that, but like just athletic slides, sandals, like your Adidas flip-flops, like those kind of shoes. So one pair was in the closet that I had for like 4 years, and then all of a sudden the shoes are gone. And I was like, "Hey, what happened to my shoes?" And he's like, "Oh, my bad. I be wearing them to go get the mail sometimes." And I'm like, "Yeah, but where are the shoes?" And he's like, "Oh, I broke them." Okay, now let's keep this in mind. I'm a tall Black woman, and I wear a size 11 shoe. Okay, in men's that's a 9. He wore a size 14. Okay, which means his foot is too damn big for my shoe. So I'm like, you know what? I'm a good girlfriend. I'm gonna buy him his own pair of shoes, because surely he wouldn't destroy these, right? Wrong. I bought him a pair of Adidas, and those shoes lasted 2 months. And I was like, "What happened to the shoes, dude?" And he's like, "Oh, my bad. I broke them too." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing to shoes? Like, why is your foot too strong for shoes? Like, what is going on?" So then I tell one of my friends, I'm like, "This dude has been wearing my shoes." She buys me a pair. He sees me open them as a gift. He knows these are my shoes. I found out he had been secretly wearing those shoes too. And not only did he break these, he broke these bitches in half. Okay. And I'm not talking about like the strap, like this is your shoe and this is the strap. No, he broke the entire back half off of these shoes. And still had the nerve, the unmitigated gall, to still be wearing these backless ass shoes around the house. And I'm like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why? Like, you don't have a full shoe. Your foot is, what are you doing?" Because this was the thing, he worked from home. So I don't know happening during the day. Like, I don't know what he was doing. I was like, "Are you going outside? Are you playing kickball with children? But are you playing with a concrete ball? Like, what are you doing?" I have no idea. And I'm like, "Are you turning into the Hulk, but only in your foot? Like, what is happening here? I don't understand." Could never get a real answer. I could never get an answer. And And I feel like I used to be real shallow about stuff like that, where I'm like, a man has to have nice shoes. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm being superficial. And I should have stayed shallow and superficial, because that is how I ended up dating a man who also publicly wore his grass cutting shoes to formal events. So you don't do that. You don't wear shoes with grass stains to meet my parents. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, that was my fault. That was my bad, and I should have trusted my gut. So trust your gut, people. All right, that's it.
Jackson, everybody. Nice work. Mia Jackson.
Never seen Rachel laugh like that before.
Jesus Christ. I don't remember the last time I laughed like that.
That was
It was like you also dated him, Rachel. That's like, it was like you guys were talking about the same dude. That's how much you were laughing. You're like, Mark is a crazy motherfucker. Goddamn, he was up too.
If you guys want to tip jar is open. In fact, Mia's ex ripped the back half of it right off. It's crazy. Throwing a couple of bucks for new shoes for Mia, that would be great. You could do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course you can super chat. I know that the YouTube stream is having a lot of problems. It's not our stream, it's on YouTube's end. And so you could always catch us on Facebook or Twitter or Twitch if you can even hear this part, people watching on YouTube. So join us on one of the other streams.
And also another great announcement is that if you're ever hungry, just plain pasta in a bag is delicious.
Sorry, what?
Holy shit, Ben.
Eats on every
hungry
show.
Is
are
it
you?
crunchy or is it soft?
Soft.
Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
he cooked it, I think. I don't think he just poured fucking hard pasta into a bag.
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Mia,
It's
Mia,
like
have you-
vintage pasta was cooked at least a week ago.
oh, there you go. Vintage pasta. It's a
Well, maybe it
collector's
is
item.
our last episode. I had no idea.
Mint in the package. Mia, do you think maybe he was wearing your flip-flops to mow the yard and he's just really bad at mowing the yard? Maybe he just they kept sucking into the mower or something. How did you break it?
I'm telling you, every pair of shoes, like even like his sneakers, like everything, they just always looked bad. Like, and I could not figure it out. But my friends will be like, "You love him? Like, is this a man you love who doesn't, who just
maybe he just really didn't like those shoes, and it was just an elaborate.
Well, like, was it like a
maybe he thought you looked bad in those shoes, so he kept sabotaging them, so you have to wear other shoes.
Yeah,
without
so
hurting your feelings.
he was just like, I can't tell the woman I love that she looks bad in these shoes, so I'd rather tell her I wear women's shoes, because that would be better for this relationship.
Yeah, maybe he's a hero. Maybe he's a hero and he didn't want to hurt your feelings. You thought about that?
I can't even. I would like for that to be what happened, but I just think he was a cheap man who did not want to buy his own shoes. That's really what it
Sure,
boiled
that's
down
one
to.
way of looking at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
What he really should have done is he should have stolen 2 pairs at a time and then tied them together to make 2 shoes of his size.
That would have made way more sense. Like, just do something, but don't take a pair of shoes that you saw me open you saw joy on my face, and you still was like, no, those are mine. Those are my shoes that I will destroy. I just.
Yeah, I never understood that. But, like, there are some people who, and shoes, it's even more difficult. But like, there are some people that like never have a phone without a cracked screen. You know, like they never, like there's stuff where it's just like, what are you doing to your possessions? They're just like, oh, this phone's great. You know, like, what do you got this yesterday?
I can see cracking a screen, Steve. I get that point, but the people that like just have it for months. Like, my point is, like, if like I can tell, like with nail polish, if you got nail polish and it's all fucked up, your life's not together, right? Like, no one with fucked up nail polish has fucking together life, right? So like, same thing if the screen on your phone. Now, usually if you got a cracked screen, you also have fucked up nail polish. But I'm saying, like, you're just not into like daily maintenance of anything.
Thank God I took my nail polish off this morning. God damn.
Well, the problem was that she took it off using her screen as a nail file, and so that fucked up now too.
I think during pandemic,
have...
nails can be fucked up. Nails can be fucked up during rare.
I rock climb, so like I never have. What the?
Pasta down.
Even Ben's pasta was like, I don't want to be here.
His pasta stream is down. That's weird.
Well, Mia, was there a pet to blame this on, or did he exhaust all options? Was he what if he just never told you?
that was the thing. The first pair disappeared, and I kept looking for my shoes. And I was like, "What happened to my shoes?" And then like he was like, "Oh,
He had to.
my bad."
Now she's on to me. Yeah. Now she's on to me, so I have to let her know. Who's gonna hold that to the grave?
I love the idea of he just says my bad, and you're like, okay, but there's still a lot to connect between my
right.
and your bad.
What are they like?
Yeah.
You take these to Antiques Roadshow and they appraise for little? Like, why? What happened in between me having these shoes and you admitting that you did something to these shoes?
Right, but
yeah,
but the first pair, I'm like, I had them for like 4 years before I'd even met him, and I'm like, how did these last this long with me? And you wear them to the mailbox supposedly, and they're just gone. Like I
think I figured it out. This is a guy who he wants to do that whole like motivational walk on hot coals thing, but he's too much of a with his bare feet, and so he just does it with your shoes, and he just burns them up. And he's just unwilling to try it with his feet.
That's it. I think that might be it. That's the only other thing I can think of that works. There's nothing else that makes sense.
This does set him up to be able to lie to you later, unfortunately, because now he always has that card of like, come, you think I'm lying to you? I admitted to wearing your clothes. You really think I'm going to lie to you about this?
Right.
If I was going to lie, I would have lied about wearing your shoes.
Like
he always has that.
This whole other girlfriend I got, that's nothing. That's nothing.
The only explanation is maybe the mailbox is the name of a strip club. That could be it. I think the mailbox wouldn't be a bad strip club name. He's going to the strip club and fucking up your shoes in the champagne room, and he doesn't want to fucking admit he got. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
You bring
Rachel,
up a valid
tips.
point.
We got tips coming in. Let's get some tips from me while we're doing.
It's not good at all. It's so gross.
Baby, I like
if
it
there was
wrong.
anyone on this show that I thought was going to have a bow tie first, it would have been Bowers, not Rachel.
That was a mistake.
What? What? Did I just pull a matching bow tie out of my pocket? Fuck yeah, I did. Don't fuck with me, dude.
Oh yeah.
Matching bow tie matches my coat. I just don't wear it because my neck's too fat. What?
You really said that. As though it was really cool.
And can I just also point out that the person who just said, you know what's great, bagged plain pasta, just criticized Bowers for saying something out loud. So, here we are.
All right. Let's get to some tips for Mia so she can get some new shoes. We've got
Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Renee D tipped $5 and said, "No one wears my shoes."
Thank you.
We've got Andrea Gordon, $5. Mia, can we talk because we're dating the same dudes and we need to compare notes.
Unfortunately, she keeps her notes tucked in the shoe, so you can't.
They're gone. They're gone to history.
Tam, $5. Mia, Hulk feet in slides are now a visual I have.
You wouldn't like my feet when they're angry. Oh no.
That's a good tag. I like it. I like it.
Right. Well, right now, like when he becomes the Hulk, he it's everything except those jean shorts for some reason. Like the Hulk doesn't rip through jorts. I don't know why. So this
I don't want to show us his Hulk dick. Doesn't make any sense. I agree. He's 9 feet tall except for his shorts, but it's because we don't want to see Hulk dick, especially in 3D. You don't want 3D Hulk dick. That's not going to fucking work.
Wow. I mean,
can we also talk about Tam had called them slides? I've never.
Yeah, this thing you just slide on your feet. Yeah.
I just like the.
Do we call them slides? I've never heard them called slides before.
Honestly, I just found out like 2 weeks ago, and I thought I was the only one.
Yeah,
you just slide your foot in.
Yeah, just
if they have the thing.
Not the visual.
Sandals have a thing between your toes. If there's nothing in between your toes,
that's a thumb.
It's a flip flop or a thong. Slides are just the strap over your foot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I've heard called.
Yeah. So they're called slides. But I'm saying if there's a thing in between your toes, it's not a slide. That's my point.
Well, guys, that's been our show today. We have 5 so.
Oh, are you the only one that's allowed to argue about inane things that no one cares about, Steve? That we reach your limit of inane things we talk about that nobody gives a fuck about? Okay.
Hours. Yes.
He's honest about it.
All right, we've got more tips. Peter Amsel tipped me a 20 Canadian and said, it may not be enough for a fancy pair, but every bit helps. Maybe he flexed his feet?
I mean, that would explain how his shoes were like run over on the sides. That makes sense. His regular shoes, like dress shoes, looked like balled up paper. So
what kind of a strange creature were you dating?
Listen, this is the thing.
Also, like, hey, can you pass the salt? And he just does it with his foot.
Look,
does he wear shoes on his hands? What is going on? I don't understand what's happening.
His whole worldview was off. This was the same person who once seriously looked at me and was like, during the elections, I remember him going, like one of the elections, he was like, when do governors even really run for president? I was like, all the fucking time. Like, it happens. Like, you can't be serious right now. Because he was like, that's crazy to me. And I was like, is it though? Is it crazy?
So, considering what that guy was doing to shoes, he shouldn't be talking about running for anything.
He shouldn't be talking about nothing. No opinion.
All right.
Most of our presidents have been governors. That's hilarious.
Matthew Plummer tipped $5 and said, Mia, hilarious, but opening with corgis makes some people, not me, of course, think about corgis for the entire set.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I love that sentence started with dick pics and ended with corgis. That person's brain's fixated on corgis. Also, I'm so sorry. I'm late to read our new sponsor live ad read. My mistake, you guys. SDSC is brought to you by the good people at DSW Shoe Emporium. At DSW, we have shoes for every size. Men, women, men who like wearing women's shoes and then breaking them like the Hulk. Promo code, what the fuck?
We also had Jeff Jones tip $5 and said, Mia, if you ever find why the shoes keep busting, please let me know because I can't get shoes to last more than a year.
We'll talk about it.
What?
Well,
What are people doing to shoes? I've had a pair of shoes for like 11 years. I don't walk a lot or go outside, but Jesus.
Well, I think we just figured it out there a little bit, Bob. So
I answer my own question halfway through, Ben. Halfway through, I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I only wear them for an hour at a time when I do comedy, and then I come home and take them off.
By the way, I also want to say, I looked this up because when Bowers is like, most of our presidents have been governors, I'm like, there's no way most.
Recent. I meant recent.
No, you're also correct. 23 out of 45. Holy fuck.
Wow.
Most of our presidents have been governors. 4 of New York State alone. You were dating a dummy. You were dating a very dumb dummy.
But in my head, I was like, well, there was Carter and Reagan and Bush and Clinton. That's 4 out of the 6 I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Bowers, if you're unfamiliar with how shoes could get messed up by use, just picture what your hot dog wrappers look like moments after you get them home.
All right, that makes sense. All right, I guess if I did the shoes what I do to hot dogs, I'd be fatter probably. I don't know.
All right, we also had...
You don't know what shoes do even, do you? Those are for exercise and walking and stuff, dude.
Oh, see, I think they're supposed to match the coat. That's all I know about shoes.
Bowers buys his shoes with the socks sewn in.
Which is particularly weird when he buys flip-flops or thongs or whatever you guys call them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
Bowers,
Andrea.
Bowers is very familiar with the word slides, but that's what do you call sliders for short?
Yes.
Let's
get some slides. I'd like one of the. All right, I already made that joke.
Hey, Rachel, do we have any slides coming in?
A few. Andrea Gordon tipped $5 more and said, Mia, this dude must have been fine as hell.
You bring up a fair point. I was like I said, I was shallow, and so there was some of that's still in me. So yeah.
Each inch of dick you get to break one pair of shoes. I get it. That's how it works.
There we go. That's.
We know why Bowers is not
Wait, hold on, Bowers. She just said he broke like 4 pairs. That's not.
No, those are what she told us about. She know there's more. This motherfucker broke 11, 12 pairs of shoes guaranteed.
15.
Now we know why Bowers.
Per shoe. It's not even per pair. It's per
Now we know why Bauer's shoes look like they've never even been worn in at all.
Oh, I know. I don't even make the minimum threshold. It's terrible.
Okay. Courtney tipped $10 and said, Mia towards the shoe fund.
Thank you.
And then Jess $20 and said, you can do a lot better than the shoe thief.
I have improved. My life is better now. So.
And now she's fucking the corgi guy. You know, it's way up. It's big up. It's big.
Oh, yeah. Corgi guy put up this background.
Oh, well, there you go.
And then last we had a general come in from VPrim, tipped the show $5 and said, shout out to Ben Glebe. Thanks for last week's cameo. With love, the Primstone.
What up, Prim? My pleasure. Thanks for ordering the cameo. And on an unrelated topic, Tam wrote that I'm eating pasta and Tam has a flying spaghetti monster background. But even weirder than that is I played the founder of the flying spaghetti monster religion in a movie called Ism that is coming out soon. So that's weird.
Huh.
Ben, you say that like we all didn't know that already.
Speaking of that, Ben, I did just watch the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and I saw you in the movie. It was you did a good job. It was a fun little role you had. It was really cool.
Thank you, man.
And then they put you in the credits like it was like you were like 5th or 6th or something. It was really good.
Yeah, after it was like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Chris Hemsworth, Rosario Dawson, Ben Glebe, and I'm like, I have one line in the movie.
It was a funny line though.
Funny line. I got a big laugh in the movie. Thank you.
Are we caught up, Rach?
We're caught up. Yep.
All right. Well, let's get to another comic. Let's just keep this comedy train rolling. Coming up next, he was just on Hart in the City. Kevin Hart presents Hart in the City. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at why am I the guy that introduces everybody? I fuck it up every time. I know. I don't know what's going on.
That's
what
why.
it is. I get it. It's like we make Rachel pronounce shit and why we make me introduce people. It's just it makes it fun. So Kevin Hart's Heart of the City. Give it for the very funny Jeff Horste, everybody. Woo!
Hey, what is going on, everybody? The world's not coming to an end. Let's play pretend for a little bit. I've learned a lot about the world that I didn't know about before this quarantine. I realized that I don't believe in Amish people. I don't know if anybody else, how you guys feel about the Amish. I don't believe in them. I don't think they're real. I figured it out. I think Amish people are just poor white people making excuses. That's what it is. That's all it is. This is what it started out as. Okay. It started out a long time ago, just a financial feud between a husband and a wife. The wife looks at her husband, says, honey, we don't have money for the light bill next month. And he's just angrily like, bitch, we don't believe in electricity anymore. All right. I'm tired of you complaining about what's going on around this house. You sell me some socks. Oh, how about that? All right. This is stressful. He's like, I'm white. I'm not allowed to be poor. This is my religion now. There has to be a way out of this. I think there's a lot of things that I became, watching, just scrolling through YouTube. There's a lot more things that I'm impressed of as an adult that I think I should have been impressed about sooner. Like, you guys know that we have talking birds? You guys know that? We got birds that can talk. Parrots and some other ones, but the thing I watched was about parrots. We have talking birds and nobody gives a shit. How did we get to that part in society where when there was a talking animal, people just responded with, but those birds are always talking. How does that make it less impressive? Like, if you had a cat on YouTube say just 2 words, just go, hi there, you would shit your But you could have a parrot do like an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression and just be like, I'll be back or whatever. And everybody watching would just be like, what a hack. What a fucking bird. That's all you got, bird? I don't know. Started watching more cartoons that I grew up with, like Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo, and until an adult, I didn't realize what the show was really about. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. I'm going to tell you what Scooby-Doo is really about. Scooby-Doo is a show that shows you how far white people go to snitch. You're solving mysteries nobody is paying them to solve. You're just going on a tattletaling tour of the world. Look, I'm from Detroit. Scooby-Doo would never work in Detroit. Just, Jinkies, I know who robbed the liquor store. Bam, now you're dead, bitch. Do you understand? Watch the news the next day like, 5 Caucasians were found dead outside of a green van. Their body found next to a Great Dane. Back to you, Tom. It would be an entirely different show. I don't know. I do like animals. I've had a collective amount of whites get upset at me for pretending to kill an imaginary dog at the end of that joke. That's where comedy is going. And I like to state for the record, I don't support violence to Scooby-Doo. I'm from Detroit, so I'm from Michigan. I used to go to the Michigan State Fair because I don't know, what else do you do in Michigan? And I found out that they have a dog show. And there's all these dogs. They're doing tricks. They're seeing who can, run the fastest, who can jump the highest, and they're competing. They're well trained. But what I didn't know was that this was going to be somehow a patriotic moment. You know what I mean? Now, you usually know when you are in patriotic settings. It usually doesn't spring it on you, And like, I like animals, but I don't like it when people pretend that their dog loves America. That's cool that you love America, but your dog, whatever, you could put a dog in a Detroit Red Wings jersey or a red, white, and blue t-shirt. It doesn't give a shit about either team, okay? It doesn't understand this. It barely tolerates the people that live in the house with it. You think it loves an entire country? No, you love the country. That's great. Keep it at that, but don't water down patriotism and make it all cute for a dog. That's just weird to me. And so that's what this was doing. Right halfway in the middle of the show, they made an announcement. They said it's time to honor patriotic veterans returning from war. And when I was looking for the humans, I didn't see any. And I only saw they walked dogs out in camouflage vests. You fucking kidding me? This is what we're doing right now. And there's only white people that go to state fairs. So all the collective white people were just crying because they think that's what you're supposed to do. Like, they just felt like their patriotism makes their dick bigger. I don't know what they were thinking. And then they started getting all emotional about it. And I'm just analyzing the whole situation. And I'm just like, okay, so do you know what these dogs are doing when they were returning from war? This is how disrespectful we are to the dogs. These dogs, when they're at war, you give them a treat. You give them a treat every time that they sniff and find a bomb. That's typically what these dogs are doing. Do you know how important those treats must be to those dogs? And then these dogs return home from war and they see other dogs get those same treats for no goddamn reason. You're giving the war biscuits to everybody? This is bullshit. I would be pissed. I would be so pissed. And then they started playing patriotic music that none of the dogs understood the words to at all. They're just like, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I'm like, the dog's not free. It has an owner. It has a leash. Is this some dog anthem? I'm taking a knee. I don't respect the dog anthem. Dog anthem at all. Thanks.
Yeah, Horste, everybody. Great job. Nice work.
Couple of things. First of all, I hope we have so many Amish viewers, and I hope they weren't offended. Also, I love the idea that so many of those patriotic American dogs are probably German shepherds. And
Also,
I just want to be
clarify.
clear. Wait, one more thing, Ben. I just want to be clear that the War Biscuits are playing at the Roxy next weekend. So please.
So to clarify, when Steve says we have a lot of Amish viewers, it is true. A lot of fans of the show on their off time go and just watch the Amish. Fun to do. The horses and carriages and stuff.
Tip jar is open. If you want to tip Jeff, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Or, of course, you can super chat as well on the YouTube. If YouTube is working again, we'll find out.
I'm excited, Jeff, to see someday a German Shepherd in a camo vest just sitting in first class, and everybody thanks him for his service as they walk by on the plane.
I did ride twice. Twice I have had a dog in its own, not just first class seat, first class row, because I take Delta a lot and they fly through Minneapolis, and so the Target dog has been on my plane twice. The Target dog. The Target
people
dog.
treat him like a celebrity.
Absolutely like a celebrity. Until it dies and they make a new Target dog, because that's how that works.
That white dog with the bullseye on his eye?
Yep.
Met him
His name's
twice.
Bullseye.
I didn't
His
remember.
name's
What was he like?
Really
Was he
bothered me.
cool?
Yeah, he was pretty cool. It was because they do like commercial shoots for it in LA, and it's a Minneapolis company, and so I guess the Target dog does like the live event, and so it's on that flight a decent amount, and so different times.
Did they permanently tattoo on those two red circles? Did he have the red circles?
Oh no. The dog is born with the red circle. That's how they pick him.
Yep.
Really?
No, of course not.
I was on a
He had the
Greyhound.
red circles though.
Yeah, he did have the red circle, but he
they
was
paint
also
him on,
coming
yeah.
from a shoot, so who knows?
I did ride a Greyhound bus once with the Walmart possum, and that was pretty cool.
Mrs. Bowers has been to a famous dog as being on a Greyhound bus.
I've actually never
Still
been
like
on a
the
Greyhound
idea
bus.
of. I still like the idea of a dog sitting first class, being like a war veteran, and then somebody sitting next to it or near it that's allergic to dogs, and just them sneezing and everyone thinking they're a terrorist. Just like how dare you disrespect this dog?
Also, it's so ridiculous because, like, I understand that Target has a lot of money and you want to take care of what's important to you, but at the same time, like, that dog's legs are not big enough for a regular seat. Why the fuck does it need first class? It's
for the hot towel, Steve. It's for the hot towel. Come on.
That's right.
Free
And
booze.
all you
The
can
Target
drink
dog wants the free
alcohol.
booze. Yeah.
And all
it's
you
the
can
free
drink
booze.
alcohol, Steve, obviously, plus full lay down seats. It's almost like you don't respect the consumer culture in this country, and that's hurtful. One time I was on the back of a possum that had also on its back the Greyhound from Greyhound buses, and that was exciting.
How many levels out
playing
of
with that Target dog again? Will you please tell him I say what's up and I'm a big fan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll send him your regards.
Razor said, I was on a New York subway once and I met the pizza rat.
That was only one of the rat's minions. The Pizza Rat King never comes out.
Henry hopes to be one of these famous animals one of these days, so this conversation's really inspiring. And are you going to step it up, buddy? Are you going to like focus and do your rehearsals and your stretches and stuff, vocal workouts?
Let's get
the
to some
problem.
tips.
Never try to yes stand a dog,
I think he-
Ben. Don't
I think
try
he
to
wants
yes
your
stand a dog.
pasta.
It's like the Target dog would never do that and embarrass me like that. Thanks, Henry.
Give him a war biscuit. Maybe he'll get excited. Right, so let's get some tips.
We had Matthew Plummer tip $5 and said, Jeffrey, birds don't exist. Stop trying to spread rumors.
Have you guys seen this? This is my favorite new thing. Have you seen the birds aren't real? It is awesome. There's a guy, apparently this is from the 70s. These people truly believe, and I think it's a joke, but I can't tell if they believe it or not, but they think in the 70s all the birds were replaced by robot drones by the government, and that birds aren't real things. They truly believe birds aren't real. They're all robots spying on us. It's fucking bananas.
Which makes perfect sense because the birds seeing that the Earth is round was the only reason we knew it was round, and so that's why they think it's flat now. It makes sense.
Damn.
All comes together. They're dumb.
I know you're joking, but to people that believe that was really sound and logical.
That makes sense because birds fly over the ice wall. If you got them birds flying over the ice wall, then you'll know the Earth's flat, and they wanted to make it round. So yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you guys this, but there are genuinely people on the internet that think that I am actually an actor who plays Edward Snowden. That Edward Snowden doesn't exist, and they once read. There's a YouTube video where someone read my arrest warrant from the Galactic Court. That's a really high court. Yeah, that's the higher than Supreme, actually. Yeah, these are real people who really.
Are you saying that's not true, and we should start listening to what Snowden's been saying? I could have sworn that was one of your characters.
Ben, I'm not gonna break character. Stop it, man. Stop it.
Podcasting right now, Steve.
I actually used to run before Edward Snowden was on Twitter, I made a fake Twitter for Edward Snowden, but it was obviously a fake one. It was at Fledward Snowden. I think it still exists. And it would just tweet stuff like, things aren't that different in Russia. Like the Daily Show is just like the Daily Show there, just with more bears. So just stupid stuff like that. And yet people were still tweeting at him being like, you turncoat, you spy, how the fuck do you... It was, we're all going to die.
Yeah, people are real stupid. Tips.
JLC tipped $10 and said, great set. Peter Amsel, 20 Canadian, said, Jeff, great set. I love the patriotic bit, but I'm Canadian.
Hey.
Well, the dogs aren't American either, so don't worry about it.
You don't have fake patriotism in Canada? Okay.
Yeah, in fact, their anthem isn't even that patriotic. It's "Oh, Canada."
Is it A Canada or O Canada?
Oh, Canada A.
Like Canada. Kind of judging, like, oh, Canada. It's like it's a sitcom called Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
The next line of it originally was "You again," but then they decided.
All right. Tam tipped $5 and said, Jeff, War Biscuits did me in.
That's actually what we're paying Jeff in to do the show.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then we had Andrea tip $5 and said, Jeff, my dog doesn't stand for the anthem either, but I thought it was because he's a Chihuahua mix.
Gonna build a wall and the Chihuahuas are gonna pay for it.
Yeah. They should.
And then Joseph Cruz, $10 for Jeff for absolutely breaking Bowers.
It's a good set, man.
Thanks. Now I just need
Jeff
to get
Jones.
a curtain better.
All right.
Upgrade this.
Or a door. Not to be a dick, but you can have a door in your closet.
Door broke. That's why we got this.
I know. Most closets have doors. I'm saying just go to Lowe's and get a door.
Yeah, we had a door.
Was, Mia's boyfriend borrowed the door. And
That's how
poured
it
on
got
his big
broken.
ass feet and his big ass dick broke it in half. God damn it. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe his big ass dick was flopping down, hitting the shoes, and they just break apart. And so
Think about it.
No,
Think
Bowers.
about that.
No, Bowers.
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt shoes.
No, it's got to be Steve. Yours hits it, but not with enough force. It's skinny. His is probably big and long.
Kim, I want to talk about corgis again and War Biscuits.
My favorite part of that running joke is when comedians who have not been on the show during that running joke before hear it for the first time. They're all like, ah.
And we are going to now do something that will be unpleasant to anybody who's a recurring viewer of the show. Here you go, Henry.
No, don't do it, Henry. Don't do it.
Oh, no.
By the way, that's how long it is. I'm in Oregon.
Oh my God! And then Ben just threw it over his shoulder accidentally. That was fun.
That's actually usually how I wear it.
Well, yeah. Is that a ponytail? No.
I love how yet again Steve perpetuated his own big dick myth. Oh, not true. That's not how big dicks work.
Yeah, Ben. That's how that joke is gonna go. What am I gonna do? Disagree with it?
Yeah.
What do you-
I'm tired of these people telling people I have a big dick, like a bunch of assholes. Shut up and quit talking about my big penis. It's hurting my rep.
Shut up.
No,
My shoes are fine. Shut up.
No, you brought it up first out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a very funny running joke. Although running is difficult with it, but normal. Let's go back to the show. What do we got for tips, Rachel?
I can assure you, Steve, that dick size does not affect running in any way. I have a little one and still can't run. Anyway, Rachel, let's go.
All right, Jeff Jones, $10. Great set, and I think you're the only Jeffrey I've seen who goes by your full name.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, just so you guys know, Jeffrey Horste didn't kill himself. It's important to know that.
It's important.
Also, his name right now in Zoom is Jeff Horst.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
How about-
I was just gonna go with it. I didn't. Yeah, Jeff or Jeffrey, whatever you call me is good enough.
Now, Ben, are Jeff and Henry brothers? Because it's Henry Horst too, right?
It is. Is that your brother right over there? The guy with no door in front of his closet? He look familiar to you? Right there?
That's too stupid. Rachel.
I'm sorry, Ben. He's never gonna be the target dog. I apologize. Can't even look at the camera.
You can look at the camera, Henry. Look.
He's
at
got
the
no
camera.
discipline. He's got no
How
discipline.
much pasta have you given him today?
Up still. You're not doing it.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
He's been trying to get me to play with these vintage ladies for the last 3 months.
Can you imagine the bits that Ben does on his poor dog when he's home by himself?
Let's just say
It's
that
all
was
sleight of hand magic and shit. The dog's like, I don't care, man. I don't know what you're doing.
let's just say it this way. The only reason he was disinterested in the floppy, skinny, orange Hofstadter penis was because it was not the first time that's happened.
All right, more tips. Courtney Smith.
We gotta snort somewhere.
Was it Tam? It was probably Tam.
know.
That was me. It was me for
Embarrassed.
Yeah.
for however you described Steve's penis was so funny. Floppy, whatever you called it. It was great.
Floppy, skinny, orange penis.
Floppy, skinny, orange penis.
By the
is
way,
a great...
guys, floppy, skinny, orange penis is playing at the Wilbur.
Give me that floppy, skinny, orange penis. Oh, God damn it. That's
Rachel, so you straightened your hair, huh?
I did.
Looks great.
I straightened my hair for this bullshit.
Oh, my God.
Rachel's last episode for sure. Everybody else might stay, but
How in the fuck did we make it to 100? I have no
We
idea.
haven't. We haven't.
100's tomorrow. 100's
Yes.
Friday.
Guys, in fact, we literally haven't. YouTube just decided 99 was enough.
All right, Jeff, do you want some more money? Let's see. Courtney in our live audience tipped Jeff $10 and said, Jeff, great set. War Biscuits is the next great Oscar-winning movie.
It's about a dog that ran the speed of a horse. It's Henry. That could be Henry Horse's big break. The sea biscuit, war biscuit, fucking. This is a good idea.
there you go.
I prefer the spin-off Seahorse. It's a different.
Totally different movie. How's that a spin-off? It's an underwater movie now.
It's War Biscuit and Seahorse is Seabiscuit and Warhorse. It's the other half of the.
No, I get it. I just feel like you're trying your best to take away Henry's ability to get a lead role by just giving it to some underwater, like half fish, half treble clef creature.
Fine, it's the movie. The movie is
Treble clef.
Okay, you got.
You know, treble clef looks kind of like a seahorse.
No, I know. I get that. That's why I like that. That was funny.
All right,
All right,
let's
give
finish
Jeff
up
more
here.
money.
Renee D tipped Jeffrey $5 and said, also pro animal, 2- and 4-legged, and German Shepherds are my favorite.
Hey.
If any of us ever end up dead, I think it's gonna be Rachel. That has killed us.
Hey,
I thought that was a threat, not a.
yeah, I was. And
Isn't that wrong?
I quote.
I
"If
knew
any of us
immediately
ever
what
end
he
up dead,
meant."
It's gonna be Rachel. I
knew what he meant. Oh, I didn't even take it as a threat. I knew instantly.
Well, it's hard to eat. It's hard to take a threat from a guy eating fucking pasta plain out of a bag.
Is it?
It is.
And I'm the psychopath.
Oh,
It turned out the killer is Rachel with the tortilla blanket in any one of the 8 rooms she films this in.
And we had some generals. Peter Amsel, $5. But Steve, I'm in your Snowden Patreon page. Matthew
Quiet,
Plummer.
I'm supposed to be in Russia. Shh.
Matthew, I don't like this. Someone just started a hashtag Rachel's a murderer. Oh, fuck.
Started. By the way, Rachel, excellent way to get that to stop.
Is this your first day on the internet, Rach? Come on.
I speak before I think.
I don't like this. Let me put this out live on the air.
All right, a couple more generals. Matthew Plummer, Bowers, wow, didn't expect anyone to run with that. For the record, I do believe in birds.
Thank you.
The other
They don't
Rachel,
believe in him.
Ben,
the
you're
other
muted.
Rachel.
You're muted. Ben, you're muted.
oh, I just want to say in all seriousness, Rachel, we of course love you so much and know you love us and would never do anything to harm us. And thank you for mailing me this bag of pasta. Wait, what?
It says poison pasta. Now, by the way, did you write pasta on the clear bag before you wrote poison? Is it in your
Yeah.
refrigerator with the word pasta on it? Or did you write both words right
Just
now?
in case he thought it was grapes. Like, what the fuck was...
I think the pasta was actually an old Y2K stashed item that
He found to hide a book.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why that label wouldn't be necessary. Shit happens, you know?
Did you write pasta on the bag when you put it in your refrigerator? That's my question, Ben. Yes or
I
no?
don't have any comment on that.
That's a yes.
No,
and a clear
no,
bag.
Ben's not that organized. Carmel did it so that Ben would know what it was.
Armel would have used the label maker, okay?
You can't see it. You can't see it. But actually, each thing of pasta is also labeled.
Piece of pasta? You mean the word peace you're looking for there? The word peace?
Yeah, whatever. I was making fun of you. People got the point.
These new hashtags. Hashtag Rachel is a pasta poisoner and hashtag Rachel beat the murder charge.
You're already innocent.
All right.
Good.
A couple more generals. The other Rachel tipped the show $5 and said, Edward Snowden went to my high school and played on the tennis team coached by my mother. His dad was in the Coast Guard with my dad as well.
Wow.
Yes, keep perpetuating that I am not him, please. Thank you.
I'm just saying you guys would have known each other in high school then, right?
Jeff Jones, $5. I love that this episode has devolved into a recreation of a 5th grade classroom.
Devolved?
Devolved.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. And then
That's like
Andrew-
saying I believe in evolution because this monkey became a monkey.
And then Andrew Lay, welcome back to the show. $7 for Mr. Gleemeister's dog, so adorable. Also, War Biscuits is the hardtack I'd chuck across the room at my siblings during dinner.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, I think we're ready for the game.
Let's
Do
do
the game.
Okay, so the game is that name bullshit. I mean, rhyme and replace. rhyming and replaces Chris Bauer's name. And so I'm going to read a couple unpaid entry comics. We will be voting on the paid entry. So we'll start with a live audience, and then I'll read some from YouTube and Facebook.
Wait, what's on Ben's head?
What? I just want to say I'm excited for the game to start. I'm ready. I'm focused. Let's do this.
By the way,
I think
Ben, I was worried I left that label at your place.
And he brings it back to his floppy, skinny orange penis again. Nice work. I'm imagining that Ben writing pasta on the bag was the win an argument with Carmel, because she was like, "You got to label this shit." He's like, "Oh, fine. You want me to write it? I'll write pasta on this fucking. We know it's pasta. It's a clear bag." Is that what happened? No, probably not. All right, Rachel, go. That was funnier than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be funnier, and it wasn't. I bailed. Let's go.
No,
Rachel.
no, I just don't want to comment on that.
Good.
Can you
All
make
right,
us a label and show it to us?
So these are the unpaid entries that I really liked. Starting us off was D Universe. Chris having sex for the first time. Chris deflowered. Andrew Kerr had Chris Bowers strikes out. Swing and a Miss Bowers.
Story of my life.
And then I liked Leedy's, when he sees a hot dog, he's Chris Devours.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, live audience, let's go to Tam.
Actually, me this time. Yay. When he's high, he's Bliss Bowers. When he burns
Nice.
another comic, he's Diss Bowers.
Nice.
When he thinks no one got the joke, he's Fix Bowers. And if he is ever not on the show, we would miss Bowers.
Oh, so
Em?
cute.
Well, it's hard to pick a winner right off the first one, but I think we got a winner already.
All right, Courtney.
Yeah, I've got, if he was the leader of the Chinese Communist Party that had founded the People's Republic of China, Chris Mowers.
Oh, it's Chairman Bowers.
If he was a beloved toy, TV, and cartoon franchise with a debatably unsuccessful recent film reboot, Chris Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And if he was a character in a Bronte novel, he would be Miss Flowers.
Nice.
I like the one two back the best personally. That was my favorite.
What?
How do you have a gummy mouse head? Is that gummy bear? Made out of gummy bears? What is that?
By the way,
I don't want to comment on that.
Mia,
Is that an edible? Is that the greatest edible of all time, Ben?
Oh, wow.
Mia, I think your shoes are somewhere in Ben's house. Like, I don't know.
Is he going to post them up?
I don't know.
Frank, do you want to go?
Wait, Mia, your mic is off, by the way.
Nope.
I don't know what's going on. Still off.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, while she figures that out.
I think your boyfriend tried to wear your mic.
All right, so no more live audience. So then here's
Okay.
some of the other.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go, Mia.
Now
You
you're
got it.
back.
Am I-
You got to hold it.
No, I'm just saying, if he comes back with some shoes, I'm logging off. I'm just
Is that what you call it?
that's what I'm gonna. I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to have to be here. I can't handle it.
Mia, we've been saying that for 99. So what else we got?
Me. Matthew Plummer tipped the show $5 and said #Rachel's probably innocent.
Probably.
Maybe.
If
All
I
right.
did it, here's how I did it.
All right, here are the rest of the entries that we're going to vote on. Andrea Gordon had 2. If Bowers wrote a self-help book for weight maintenance, the name of the book jacket is Chris D. Vowers.
Nice.
When Bowers drinks real Coors instead of Coors Light, he blacks out and his name is Missed Hours. Razor had when Bowers accidentally films himself and Chrissy making sexy time and then accidentally posts it online, he's Chris Bow Chicka Bow Wowers. Jonathan S. If instead of hating fruit, he kidnaps peaches, he'd be Chris Bowsers.
Princess Peach. Ah,
Nice.
yes.
That took some thinking.
That
Brian
was too smart a
Slipka.
joke for us. That was way too.
Brian Slipka, who I think has won the last 2 in a row. When he gets super hungry, he's Chris Devours.
Nice.
M. Francis, Chris powers through the breadsticks.
Nice.
And then Christ powers through a sermon.
Christ powers. That sounds like the worst Saturday morning cartoon. Oh God.
Able to heal a dead man after 3 days. He can jump up to a cross from 6 feet. Okay.
Chris Lebel Music. If he were into water sports, he would be Piss Showers.
Oh
Water
God.
sports.
How many golden showers references on one episode, guys? We're hitting a bucket over here.
Jeremy Day. If he remained neutral, spoke 4 languages, made clocks, chocolates, cheese, and knives, he'd be Swiss Bowers. Amanasala. During a bad case of diarrhea, he's Shit Showers.
Oh God.
That's so true, it's sad. Okay.
We can just go to the next one.
Yeah. Chris Jacobs. If Bowers was a spy, Austin Bowers, international man of mystery.
Wait,
know why
did
I
you
said
Spell that wrong, or did you mispronounce
They
mystery?
spelled it wrong, and I was wondering if they were trying to be clever doing something else, but Chris, I don't know. Mystery? I don't know.
International
Jonathan-
man of Christery? Is that it?
And now I lost my place. Jonathan S. In a bizarro world where he loves vegetables, he's crisp cauliflowers.
It's-
Jeremy Day. If he was bitten by a radioactive hot dog, Chris superpowers.
Nice.
Jonathan S. When he precisely removes the casing from all his beef hot dogs using a scalpel, he's Briss Bowers.
That's really
Um, Jeremy Day. Like the grape he once tried, Chris Sours.
Nice.
Amanasala. After multiple failed marriages, he's Divorce Bowers.
All right.
Catherine Budd. When Chris didn't realize for 5 years that the pocket square in his jacket was actually a pocket, misdressed Bowers. Sarah P. If Chris Bowers was a bouquet in Switzerland, he'd be Swiss flowers.
Nice.
Amanasala. Since Chrissy obviously wears the pants in the relationship, he's Submiss Bowers.
Oh.
JLC. When Chris got circumcised, it was Briss Bowers.
Nice.
Amanasala. When he wets his pants, he's Piss Trousers.
I love they said when and not if. That you know me very well.
Ron Gould. If Bowers were even more of a snack, Bauer cream and Chives potato crisps.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Wow, Savannah Martin's instantly jealous.
More of a snack. Did you hear about more of a snack? I like that word too.
Damn.
Amenasala. If he was a nun, he'd be Sis Bowers.
If he was a
I just
straight
love the
man,
idea of
he'd
a
be
bunch
Sis
of
Bauer.
nuns at church trying to convince people to be like, no, sex and fried food is great. That's what the Lord wants.
Isn't that basically how his motivational speeches go?
Mike Young. Oh, balls. I meant to add a game entry. When Bowers doesn't like that the guys are razzing him, it's Chris Glowers. Amenasala. His porn name would be Chris Plows Her.
But you have to hold the plow out straight is the key.
Gus Walsh. When you order 4 orders of cheesy bread from Shakey's Pizza, Swiss Bowers. Amenasala. If you hand him hot dogs and cases of beer, you better believe Chris devours.
Nice.
Jeff Jones. If Bowers saw a doll coming after him, Chris cowers.
Yes, I'd be scared of a doll.
I think that was a
And then-
Chucky reference, but yeah.
I thought it was a Lucy reference.
Oh, fair. That's even
I had
scarier.
that same one, but it was when Chris has to pay for another engagement ring, Chris cowers.
They pay for the engagement ring, Ben. I don't do shit. I just show up and
Yeah,
let them sign
once
the
you
papers.
like hide in the corner and they realize they have to.
True.
All right. The last entry is Amenasala. When he farts, he cuts Swiss Bowers.
Again, not
that
an
one
it.
too. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
All right, we're done. Let me. I'll start the voting since it's about me. Let's see. I really liked missed hours. I really liked pissed showers. Crisp cauliflowers is a stretch, but I like it just because I would never eat either one of those things. Brisk Bowers is funny. Chris Plowser, but I think I'm gonna go with Chris Bow Chicka Wowers. That's what I'm going with. I like that one a lot, just because it was musical. Jeff, what's your favorite?
My favorite was actually Bow Chicka Wowers. That was the one that made me laugh out loud the most.
Very
I liked
cool.
the Bow
Mia.
Chicka Wowers.
Thank you, Mia.
Same. That's the one that I liked. I love
Nice.
it.
Rachel.
There was one I missed. Sorry, Jonathan S. When he forms 90-degree angles with a virgin partner, Chris DeFlowers. All right, I really liked missed hours. I liked piss showers. I'm gonna give it to the using a scalpel on the hot dogs, Briss Bowers.
Yeah, that was my second place one. I like that one. Ben.
First of all, I'm just amazed that we finally, 99 episodes deep, finally got our comedians to figure out how to properly vote on this game. That was flawless. Incredible. Well done. I loved a lot of them. Loved Missed Hours. I loved Bound Chicka Wow Hours, but I like a double, and Pissed Trousers is my vote.
Nice.
All right. My vote is actually because I've hung out with Bowers when he's gotten drunk, and missed hours is incredibly accurate.
Yeah, that's the
That
most
was my
accurate
vote. But that means Bow Chicka Wowers is the winner. So claim your prize. You could do so in our Facebook group. So we'll
cool.
post the winner in our Facebook group. Claim your prize. Okay.
Jeff, for comics, did you have any? Jeff, did you have any? You don't have to if
Did
you
not.
don't. All right,
Did
Mia,
not.
you got any?
You know, I had one, but then I was, no, I failed.
All right, no problem. It's not a failure. It's Rachel.
I had a few, and the people were so clever, they took most of them. So I've got, I think, 2.
Okay.
Do you want me to just read them?
Yeah.
All
just
right, so when he thinks about his pre-SDSC life, he's reminisce Bowers.
read. Nice.
Nice.
And then when he made a hot dog casserole and didn't let the pan soak in water overnight, he's Chris Scours.
Nice.
All right.
Steve, how many
Right,
you
ben.
got?
Ben, how many you got?
I only have 4 left.
Oh, I got a bunch. I got a bunch still. So you want to run through yours, and then I'll just do a bunch?
Sure, a lot of mine were eaten up. We've got when Bowers makes food choices, he is Risk Bowers. We've got the way I got chosen to be one of the hosts of this show was I had to kiss Bowers. And the way Bowers produces...
And then touch Steve's floppy, skinny orange penis.
Oh, jeez.
No.
And Henry do that.
I had Henry do that.
How long it takes him to intro someone, Chris, hours. And the only way Bowers can orgasm, fist Bowers.
All right, I'll get through some of these as quickly as possible. When he does acid with Efren Ramirez and doesn't know where he is, he's Abyss Bowers.
Nice.
When he too runs for president, he's Chris Eisenhower's. When he seems taller because you're being T-squared, he's Chris Towers. When the cops want to know what is in that jacket, he's Frisk Bowers. When he has to physically mail all of Jamie Kennedy's albums to fans, he's Compact Disc Bowers. When you ask him the best time to eat a hot dog, he's Chris Right Nowers.
That might be my favorite one so far. Total.
Thank you. But there's more. When we find out that his small penis jokes were all lies, he's Chris Wellendowers. When he does a flawless front flip off a diving board, he's Chris Somehowers. When any of the people who book the high schools that he speaks at watch this show, he's Dismissed Bowers.
That's true.
When we find out his wife proposed and bought the ring, he's Miss Bowers. When he has a speech impediment, he's Lisp Bowerth.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I had when he wears Mia Jackson's shoes, he's Miss Bowers.
When he dances to the Black Eyed Peas, he's Chris Boom Boom Powers. When he eats a fancy dish he's never even heard of, he's Lobster Bisque Bowers.
What's a bisque?
When he has an affair with President Clinton in the 90s, he's Chris Jennifer Flowers. And my final one, when he combines his Bowers powers with Rachel, together they become Chris Eyebrowers.
I can't do more than that.
Half a rock. I like it. All right, we did it. We made it through. I love the hand on the sticker, Ben. All right, so comics, where are you at? Where can we find you? Jeff, where can we find you at, buddy?
At Jeff Horst on Instagram and Facebook. They just I got lucky with a weird last name, so it's just at JEFFHORSTE. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
You
All right,
got
buddy.
lucky with a name that if you had to spell it without it being spelled out for you, it would be not at all clear, and it would be your fourth choice of how to spell it. I would think horse.
Otherwise other people have like a 1, 2, 3, or there's people that's like John Smith comic that you'll really like, and it's like I think that's way more confusing.
Literally, it's at Ben Glebe and at Steve Hofstetter, but you totally keep going with that.
That's a good point.
Wow. Yeah, but okay,
I'm just glad that
saying,
Jeff
he's
doesn't
not wrong.
show
A lot of
the name from Jeffrey for his social media.
You hear Jeff Horst, you're not going to always hear the T. You're not going to know there's an E at the end. I don't think it's a clear name. Ours aren't easy. At least there aren't other words that are like popping in there.
I always assumed that your last name was just the past tense of horse.
Yeah.
Could be.
You could shorten your name like Ben did and just be Jeff Hoare, but I don't think that's going to work either. So why don't you just go with what you're doing? It seems to be working. So how about that? Jeff Horst, we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Alabama. Please give it up for Danny Alabama.
Exactly. Well, thanks, Jeff. We appreciate you being here. You were great. We'll see you next time. Mia, where do we find you at?
Twitter and Instagram at Mia Comedy, and then just Mia Jackson on Facebook.
Cool.
That's where I am.
And at the shoe store looking for new shoes. I like
and looking for shoes.
Very cool. You can find me at Bowers Comedy, as always. Again, we dropped a new Dockheads yesterday on the documentary Tread. So Dockheads on Apple Podcasts and any other podcast stuff. At Bowers Comedy. Yep. Ben.
I am doing Glebe Off the Top this Friday, all improvised. It's a wild, weird crowd work show. If you like comedy, if you like improv, see it. It's at nowherecomedyclub.com. You can get your ticket there, and that's where you get it. And You're the Game Show on the 13th of August as well. You can be a contestant on a game show. It's fun. Watch Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Thanks.
I feel like that pasta's weighing you down, man. That was very... Yeah.
He like all carbo loaded. Now halfway through the race, he's getting all stitchy.
I ate a lot of pasta. That was like a full bag, you guys, and it's down to like 8 kernels left here. I don't know what's happening.
Kernels of pasta. As for me, you can check out my shows coming up at Nowhere Comedy Club at the end of the month. I'm going to be doing my full headlining set. And in about a week and a half, I'm doing the second half of Director's Commentary for Ginger Kid. And then I'm doing a new experimental show where I just practice my diction and I just say, "How now, brown cowers?" Over and over.
I thought it was gonna be another. I thought it was gonna be another dick joke. I was gonna get to Rachel. Rachel.
That's all right. Thanks, Taylor and Chris. So I have my first booked Nowhere Comedy Club show tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do this every 2 weeks. So you can get tickets at nowherecomedy.com, nowherecomedyclub.com. I'm so good at plugs, guys. Can you tell? I'm not a comic. So get your tickets there. Thanks. It's a stand-up showcase show.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the audience. Yet you're 99 episodes in. You guys have been great every single time. We're very excited to see you on Friday for the 100th episode. So thanks so much, audience. You guys are great as always. Rachel, anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
Let me check. No, we're good. We're caught up.
Cool.
I can't wait to see you guys. I'm so excited for Friday.
Friday's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So I'm excited for Friday. We will do our 100th episode, and then we'll do 100 after that, and then 100 after that. I'm excited and fired up, and we will see you guys on Friday.
You guys heard it here first. He's looking forward to another 8 months of quarantine. So check that out. This was fun as always. I cannot wait for the 100th episode. It's gonna be so much fun. I am waking up very early in the morning to drive home to get there in time. And with that, Ben, lead us out and make sure to take a Bowers.
Absolutely.
Is that a shit or a shower? I don't know what that means.
I think it means a bow. A bow. And we can't wait. You can feel the excitement in the room for 100 Friday. And I wanted to thank Rachel again for the pasta.
Oh, goddamn, he was planning that since the last one. God damn it.
What's in the pasta? What's in the pasta?
Poison.